And those ice accumulations, well, they certainly added up a little bit over the last couple of days, but not too drastic compared to what the rest of Texas has seen. Isn't that right, Andy?
Yeah, Jordan, really, we had a very nice and kind of strong winter storm classic setup come throughout much of our Texas region, and it is already well out of our region, but it will left some quite impacts for quite a while, really for 2 days throughout much of the region, with our system kind of being more so a kickstart for our area and taking it more of a system that went all the way up into more of the Dallas Metroplex. And this was all due to this low pressure system, which it has that counterclockwise rotation, which this system actually kind of gave us a lot of meteorologists a little bit more of those difficulties with forecasting, in which if we had a little bit more of that northern track and not as far south, we could have been able to potentially see more of that snow totals across the region. But of course, when we came with that forecast, we definitely took a little bit of a backseat because this low pressure system definitely wasn't being friendly to a lot of us. And it was the same system that actually brought some of those Santa Ana winds out into California. But Texas-wide, though, it did bring us a lot of those wintry conditions throughout much of the state. And we can kind of see more so for those northern portions of the state. That's where they really saw a lot more of that significant rainfall, starting up more so into the Amarillo region. They saw in some localized regions up to 6 to 10 inches of snow, with more between 3 to 6 inches in that purple color right there, and that blue color is more so between those 1 to 3 inches throughout the region. But taking it back to the DFW, they did see a lot more of that snow and very kind of more persistent, not exactly more so into the Dallas region. They kind of saw a little bit more of that wintry mix between a trace to an inch, but 3 to 6 inches throughout much of the northern portions, and also 6 to 10 inches in more of those isolated regions. But for us here in the Permian Basin, we definitely saw a little bit more of those traces of ice accumulations up to 1/10 of an inch, but our mountain regions did see quite some snow, with 1 to 3 inches in comparison throughout much of that region. But more in the southern portions of Texas, they did get more of that just rain. But let's hope for next time we do get a winter storm come around, we can kind of get what Dallas gets with a little bit more snowfall in our region. Alex?